Hey, cool kids. Welcome to another episode of Hi and Hello. It's Tyler as always. And I went back home, and I haven't done that in a very long time. From a pretty small little rural farm town in the middle of nowhere. And I got to go back and see some old friends, get to see some family. It's been way too long. I'm talking like last holiday season long. And even then, I didn't get to really kick it with anybody in particular. I just did the family thing and packed up the vehicle and took off. But this time around, I got to hang out with a lot of good friends. Actually, it was nice to reconnect with some folks that I haven't seen since I was in high school. And a lot of them have actually gone on to do some pretty cool stuff. Like my guest today, Brandyn Booker. He is a drummer now, but I knew him back when he was just a shithead with a T-Bird. And we'll get into it later. But hope you guys have all been doing well. I'm not doing too bad. I've been really into binging shows again, which is not a good idea. It never is. I've been watching Inside the World's Toughest Prisons. And one thing I've noticed across the board, like across the globe really, is the best way to survive prison is just to constantly have a camera crew with you. Like, he hasn't gotten fucked with once, and he's been to some of the toughest prisons in the world. It's in the fucking title, Inside the World's Toughest Prisons. And this dude's just fucking slinging dick, walking around these prisons filled with murderers and like cannibals, all kinds of weirdos. And he's just, kicking back. And it turns out a lot of these prisons are chill as fuck. Just a bunch of people kicking it, sitting around. I'm sure it'd be difficult if you don't speak the language, and once again, you don't have the camera guy, but yeah, it's kind of insane. I've been watching that new show. Oh, fuck, it's the Putt Putt Golf meets American Ninja Warrior. Holy moly. Holy fuck, that show was hilarious. The first one gets you. If you got Netflix or it's on Hulu. If you have Hulu, go check it out. Holy moly. It's fucking ridiculous. Another show, another game show. And I didn't know these streaming sites had game shows. Sites, fucking listen to me, apps. Netflix has got a game show now too called Awake. And I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this. But what they do is they keep you up for 24 hours counting quarters. And then over that 24-hour period, you're expected to not only not sleep and stay completely awake, but you're supposed to count out each quarter down to like the dollar amount. And before you know it, like these people are just taking sacks of quarters and counting them out like $1, $2, $3, $4, $1, $2, $3, $4, and fucking chucking them into like a giant wheelbarrow. And that's how the show begins. The beginning of the show, they all walk out with just fucking dozens of thousands of dollars worth of quarters. And they're fucking sleep deprived, and they have to like do stupid tasks that just make no sense, but like it's genius when you're actually watching it. Like I want that job. I want to be able to quit the job I have now, go to Netflix and say I just want to take sleep deprived people and make them fucking do insane stunts. Not even stunts, it's simple shit. Like one of them is the guy has to thread 12 needles. You just have to thread 12 needles and hopefully you're the quickest one, but they're all once again sleep deprived and they've been counting quarters and their hands are fucking like black. And not even if they're black, you know what I mean? It's like the soot of quarters, the grime and like disgusting tar of counting thousands of dollars in quarters. Oh my god, it's chaos. It's an absolutely chaotic show. But it got me thinking. When I was a kid, I used to have a pretty regular sleep schedule. I was all right to go to bed. But then I got to the age of hanging out and like spending the night at people's house, because boys didn't call it slumber parties. We're not here to party. We had sleepovers and we never slept. It was one of those things where when you were the first one to fall asleep, you were the fucking dunce, man. You were just the person to fuck with. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure I have been fucked with. I would honestly say 22 times in my life, probably. And that's me giving myself like a realistic number. When I stop and think about it, how many times I was the first person to fall asleep, I had to build up a tolerance to be able to stay, and now I'm calloused by that. Now I can stay up fucking 96 hours straight. Don't fucking think I can't, because I can. And one of the people I have to thank for that is Mr. Brandyn Booker. When I met Booker, he was working at a video store. He was a shithead like I described. He stood a whopping 4'9", maybe 4'9.5". He grew into that smooth 5'6", don't worry. Grew like a foot over a year, but it still wasn't enough to do too much. But I ain't got much to say either. As long as I could stay steady height with him, I could always look him in his eye. And there's nothing worse, and I'm sure he would tell you the same, than fucking having to look up at somebody your own age. It's bullshit, man. So me and Booker, we got pretty tight over the years, and I think it was honestly, even though he was a little bit older than me, it was the fact that stature-wise, we could look each other in the eyes when we stopped and talked to each other. That was pretty nice. He also fucking ruined my life in many ways, but never in like a negative way. It was just mostly like, perfect example. We used to walk, and I think we even talk about it in the pod, but we used to walk around this fucking middle school track, like where you would run the mile at school, and we'd walk around it smoking Black and Milds, wood tip Black and Milds, the wine and wood tip Black and Mild. I always got wood tip, and then when wine came out, it just fucking changed the game. But his excuse for it being all right for us to do that was that we were walking actively. So we weren't just standing there having a smoke, smoking a cigar worth like 40 fucking cigarettes, and it cost a nickel. No, we just walked. And once again, now in my adult life, when I'm walking somewhere, which I do all the time, because I don't believe owning a car in the city is really going to fucking change much for me. It's just an extra expense when you think about it. Now every time I'm walking, I need something. I need a nicotine pole, or I need one of those Robo Cigs, you know? Little ways this man has fucked my life over. But, oh my God, do I owe him so much. And I love him so dearly. And folks, without further ado, we're going to jump into it. High and Hello starts in 3, 2, 1. What's up, Booker?
What's up, man?
What bar are we at, Brandon?
We're at the Corner Tap, bro.
We are at the Corner Tap. Now, folks at home, Brandon is the drummer in a band called Silent.ire, and they can find you at, what's your social media handles?
For Facebook, silent.ire.music. Everything else, silent.ire. Same with YouTube and all that. Also, another free plug, Amazon, iTunes.
Just Amazon?
All of it.
That's all you got
Amazon,
for it?
Google.
Just another plug is a company.
Right. Shout out to Amazon. Thank you.
No sweat. So I've known this kid now for damn near what? 13 years?
Yeah.
Give or take. We're in 2019 now.
Yeah.
Met you about 2006.
In the locker room. Boys' locker room.
Oh,
sounds
my God.
weird.
So they say, the best way to stop getting bullied is to kind of make friends with the bully. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to prison, you got to, like, find the biggest guy in there and just knock him out the first day. Totally different situation for me, folks. When I first met Brandon, he was the weird ringleader in a group of friends that I'm not going to say were bullies, but I'm just going to say they could spot out the weak. Let's put it that way. And I still don't know how you rose to the ranks in that, because you weren't, by any stretch of the imagination, the biggest guy in the room.
Still not. I'm still the smallest guy in the room, dude, but it's all about that mind power, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that mind power? That's all it's about?
And I wouldn't say we're bullies. We just didn't put up with shit.
Well, I didn't give shit, man. I didn't give shit.
Dude. All right, so Tyler here. All right, first off, in our high school when we met, the men's, the boys' locker room is split up in the front section and the back section. Freshmen and sophomores got the front, juniors and seniors in the back. Well, this freshman here, being Tyler, thought that he could just make his way into the very back row of that locker room.
You know why I did that? Do you know why I did that? Why I
Let's hear
set
it.
it up? Because it was the closest to the showers.
Which it was.
It was the closest to the showers, and I knew that if on a chance I had to take a shower at school, I wanted to be as close to my clothes as humanly possible.
Which is fine, but he put himself in a situation where he couldn't open up the padlocks.
I have a problem with multiple digit combinations. I really do. I can't do a padlock. It's too many, like, go right this many times, go left this many times. Before you know it, I'm
It's like,
fucking...
you know what, man, it's closed.
Yeah, it was second period, and I wouldn't get out of there until the end of the day. It'd be 2:30. I hear the final bell trying to figure out how to get my clothes out.
We put up with that for like 2 weeks, and finally he asked me one morning, and I don't know what caused it. I think I was just feeling spicy that day, dude.
Just feeling spicy.
Just feeling spicy, and he's like, hey, Booker, hey, bro, think you can help me? And I'm like, all right, dude, I'll help you, but if you ask me again, we're going to throw you in the dirty towel bin, brother. Sure as shit.
My eyes were huge, folks. I knew he was going to do it.
Sure as shit. After gym class, and I can see him fumbling, his face is getting all red, trying to fucking figure it out. He goes, oh, Booker? And I'm like, yes. He goes, can you open it? And again, I'm the smallest one, so I'm like, get him! 5 people bum rushes him, throws him in the dirty towels bin, and sure as shit, there's Tom Frank walking straight through the thing, man. We had to do push-ups for that.
They had to do push-ups, folks. My stupidity, the fact I couldn't figure out a combination lock, even though I had a combination lock for my locker, for my actual school locker. The gym locker I couldn't figure out. So yeah, that's how I met Brandon. And folks, my life changed for arguably the better, I would say. Like, I figured some stuff out that I definitely needed his help with. But at the same time, I went through the weirdest, like, dude, looking back, like, I've seen movies where it's like the kids go to summer camp, or like, you know, new kid moves to the new school and like meets new people. Like, I've seen these kind of movies out in the world, and I've never seen a story as fucking chaotic as your upbringing. And not to say like your upbringing is like your parents or anything, just like how you rolled in high school. You were the coolest motherfucker. I will tell you that.
We did, man. Thank you.
We did some dumb shit though.
It was awesome.
We did some really dumb
shit. Summers
shit.
weren't fucking boring. I can tell you that.
No, our summers were not boring at all. It was insane, man. I had like Sandlot summers hanging out with you.
I know.
It was strange, man.
We did the Stand By Me, Go Find the Dead Body shit.
So,
like,
folks listening, one thing that Brandon really got me into was airsoft guns. And a quick story on that. We used to, like, you know, if you ever played like a Call of Duty game, or you've ever played like Halo, some kind of a shooter game, you know that there's maps. And for the folks listening who don't know video games, a map basically is a terrain, you know, your setup, where you play. And we would play airsoft as if it was live action Call of Duty. And we had airsoft guns. I'm not going to say we. You guys had fucking like a goddamn arsenal of BB guns.
oh god, yeah, man.
It was insane. I remember when MySpace first came out, we got fucking flagged, we were on a watch list because in your goddamn bedroom we had like fucking $9,000 because we were kids and didn't have anything else to spend our money on like airsoft BB guns.
And we were standing in front of the American flag, pointing them at each other.
Yeah, like it was like a militia, dude. It was the weirdest thing, and we just thought like we were the coolest shits. But I'm sure like a government official was like, "What's happening here?"
Because we always painted the tips black.
Yeah, it was like 6 months after Columbine. It was like 6 months after it, dude. It was insane.
And we just thought, this is a really good idea. We look cooler now.
Yeah, and I remember like we had like you literally slept out of like a backpack pretty much because you dedicated all of your space to like the most beautiful presentation. It was disgusting, but it was awesome.
So like the setup, I replaced all the normal lights that normal people have with red and green.
I want to change this real quick. Give me 1 second, folks. That's so much better. You're good, because it's multi-channel. We're talking about the mics, folks.
But basically, like, and then underneath each display, so like the red lights would have the big guns, and the green lights would have the smaller guns, and there was the backpack, and there was the gear like all Batmaned out, like staged. It was stupid, and I think I probably just slept over at Caleb's.
it was the best thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, dude,
it was
so
the
fun,
best
man.
thing that's ever happened. Shout out to Caleb as well. I know the folks at home don't know Caleb, but every one of you knows a Caleb.
Oh,
that's
God,
just
yeah.
it. There's like it's kind of like Rick and Morty in a weird way, man. There's all of these types of people that you come across because you've been traveling a lot lately with the band, and even before that, when you were in the military, and we'll get to that in a little bit too. But how many, like, I think Caleb's one in a million.
Oh,
at
dude,
least.
yeah, every group has a Caleb, but there is one Caleb.
And describe to us Caleb in a sentence.
Jesus.
With a period at the end, is it
Yeah,
just Jesus?
I mean, that's so Caleb's story, and this was.
We have a
Jeez.
couple.
Yeah.
We'll share.
One that stands out. It was a 4th of July party, and I want everybody to know he lived across the street from a middle school. Okay, across the street from a middle school.
Oh, that was my point with maps, by the way. Because
Yeah.
we used to play airsoft at different
At the
locations.
middle school.
And we played it like there was like the middle school, and then
the
there
cops
was
came.
Yeah, and once again, it's amazing we can fly. It's amazing we can get on a plane. Continue.
Yeah, dude. But he lived there, and he went through and still goes through this fire phase where. Remember when Amp was huge? That Mountain Dew came out with?
Yep.
I mean, this is how old this story is.
It was Mountain Dew's version of Red Bull. pretty
Exactly.
much.
So that was
Yeah.
right when energy drinks started becoming a thing. Well, he filled that with gasoline, and there was some girls there, and then Caleb is the guy who's gonna try to do something wacky to impress one chick, even though everyone's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, right?
And also, real quick before Brandon says this, because I know the story you're about
Yep.
to tell, and I love it. Remember, folks, we are from a small town that is kind of gutter as fuck, but it's great. So we were all around a fire pit, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
in town, quote unquote, because
Yep.
that's, and there was a couch. Wasn't there a couch with people sitting on it for like a year and a half?
Yeah, we kept it next to the
Yeah,
curb
there was
because we would sit next to the
Yep,
curb and
it
wave
was-
to people.
It was beautiful. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, but he fills with gasoline and he lights it on fire. And normally he would just be able to stomp it out and everyone would be like, oh, ha, 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 that's Caleb. Well, he did that, I think, one too many times.
And it's like a 16-ounce can.
Yeah, it's
It's a
not
lot of
small can.
gasoline inside of a little bit of aluminum.
Yeah, and that last one, he just stomped like a motherfucker. Well, the flames got up on his pants and caught his legs on fire.
Yep.
And what are you supposed to do when you catch on fire?
Stop, drop, and roll.
This motherfucker ran like a chicken, dude. Just fucking took off.
I'm seeing it like it was almost yesterday.
Takes off in this wide open field. And we're like, dude, fucking get on the ground. And he does. And he starts to roll, but his legs are up in the air because it's in such a panic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. So we ended up getting the fire out, right?
I remember.
And this is where you come in.
Yep.
This is where you come in.
This is what I remember.
So Tyler here, he's like, all right, while all this is happening, he goes, I'm going to go get water. And while our buddy is still on fire and we're still beating the shit out of his leg, Young Guns, Tyler, literally yells, all right, guys, I got the water. Stops at the can that's still on fire on the sidewalk. Puts out the fire on the sidewalk instead of putting out Caleb, who's still on fire.
He was rolling and screaming. We went to the ER that night, folks. We didn't. We just dropped Caleb off and went back to the fire.
Yeah, 3rd-degree burns.
It was bad, man. They almost if that happened but here's the thing, man. Now that we're a little bit older, if that would have happened in 2018, for example, they probably would have put some kick-ass fish skin on his legs or something.
God, yeah, dude.
Fix it overnight. He was just burnt.
They're like,
He was
wrap it up, buddy.
crisp.
Good luck with you.
He was crisp for 3 months. And I remember that, man, because the reason I put out the can on fire for some dumb reason was because I thought it was going to explode. I thought in some weird hear me out. I thought in some kind of weird fucking butterfly effect way. Caleb was going to be on fire and he deserved it for fucking with fire, but we were all going to run over and that can was going to explode. And now you don't have an eye or something.
We're all on fire.
Right. Man, I just now remembered the car accident. So, folks, as we're giving you a little bit of our past here, you have to remember, Brandon was the friend I grew up with where, you know how you kind of can say you lived at somebody's house? Like, for a minute, I basically kind of lived at your house.
Yeah, man.
There's been times where I live out in my parents live out in the middle of nowhere, and this motherfucker would get in his car and risk life and limb just to drive out during a blizzard to get me, just to do nothing, though. Looking back, we didn't really do anything, but it was just more of like, if you're going to be snowed in, come be snowed in at my house.
Let's just row down, dude.
Yeah, man.
And I got stuck so many fucking times going up there, man.
You know, something very interesting. I actually hated you before I met you.
I get that a lot.
And here's the thing. It was only because of your name. I'd never even seen your face. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, man.
Looking back, it was because Andrew Kane and you were best buds, and I was his kindergarten buddy, man. And
dude,
out of nowhere, there was this new kid stepping up, and I was like, "Who's this Brandyn Booker?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on a traveling baseball team," and I was like, "I gave up on sports. Why are you gonna be friends with him?
Take me back."
And
I can do it.
Look where we're at now, man. Cheers, real quick.
Yeah, 100%, really. Good old whiskey.
This podcast is brought to you in part by whiskey. Whiskey, drink it.
Or don't. It's your choice.
But you should. Yeah, man, just crazy to, like, look back on all of it and try to, like, pick out little kernels of fucking, like, magic stories. You know
100%, man.
There was, like, dude, we got reined in together. Remember when the serial killer was running around? How fucking crazy we got?
God, yeah.
So
we actually remember going to the park because my dad needed some gear that he lost.
Yeah.
And, like, he was over in that area, and there's, like, police tape everywhere. There's cops, and we're like, no, man. Like, hey, my dad needs this. Like, here it is.
Yeah.
Dude, there's just armed cops everywhere. It was crazy.
Also, folks, this podcast is sponsored by Pontiac, because Pontiacs were always around when we got time to drive. We've had some crazy stories in fucking Pontiacs, but it was mostly just driving around, and probably should have got in trouble doing something. I remember sitting on a goddamn bench waiting for a fucking Disturbed CD to come out.
In Walmart?
And we were so obsessed with it, man. Like, it was insane. You totally threw my music genre listening for a complete fucking loop.
Man.
But it was something that I needed at that time as well. Like, there was a bunch of people I can accredit to, you know, like, my music tastes changing a lot. But at, like, a really rebellious era, you fucking brought Disturbed into my life, man. And that was a big fucking deal, man. I just got to share that with you.
I gave you that CD too because I already had those special edition pre-ordered that was coming the next day that had the DVD.
Yep, and sure as fuck, we were there when the mail person got there. Yeah. We were like sitting on the porch.
Like, here you go,
and we watched that shit.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
Well,
dude.
Like, majority of our friendship, because like looking back at it now, and I've had time to think about it. I learned drums fucking playing a rock band.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Which still blows my mind.
I know.
That still blows my mind. You had no training. You didn't go to school.
Nothing.
You didn't have like a professional be like, this is how you keep rhythm, and like,
right.
And then out of nowhere you're like, going on tour, and I was just like,
here we
go.
Like, how? What'd you do?
Okay, but that was even like, I mean, the stuff you're doing now isn't even, the start. Like, you've been involved with bands in the past. Like, you've been doing this for a minute now, man. Like,
yeah.
What year did you start playing music?
Seriously?
Seriously, I remember you seriously playing in 2007, and you would never let anyone touch the kit. But here's the thing: you were the only one with enough money to buy it.
I know.
Because you lucked into a job, which you ended up passing the torch to me later, which was also another thing that changed fucking everything for my launch into adulthood, if you will. But yeah, you were the only one who could afford the Rock Band kit, man.
Dude,
you jumped on drums so quick.
It was like I was still in training in the military, so I was at Laughlin Air Force Base, and they had like a community center. And dude, they had like a drum kit, they had guitars, they had the space, they had all this shit kind of laying out. And I met this dude there, and he would always just kind of go up and just kind of play. And I'm like, oh, dude, I dabble. Like, I'm not good. You know what I mean? I knew my 4 count, and that was about it. He's like, yeah, dude, come play. So it was literally ever since then. So it would have been 2010, and it's 2019 now. And when I got stationed over in Wyoming, I joined a couple bands, got into Fatal Revolution, and all of a sudden now we're playing shows with Seven Dust. We're playing shows with rest in peace, you know, fucking Wayne Static X, and we're like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Yeah.
and it's just been like this blossoming thing, man. It's crazy.
So let's not. I'll try not to fangirl on my friendship with you anymore for a second. I wanna inform the folks at home some stuff. So give the people listening your your story in a sense. Let them know like what you've been up to. You don't have to fill them in on all our little chit chats and stuff. Let's really get to know you for a second. So tell them about your experience, your career path you chose for a while, and how you got to where you're at now.
Yeah, man. So, I got out of the military, and I'm like, all right, time to move home.
And which branch were you in?
I was in Air Force.
And,
I was in
and
Air
what
Force.
year were you in?
10 to 14. So 2010, 2014, I got out, moved home. And, dude, I picked up like this. It's not really a bullshit job. You make really good money at Verizon, man. I was making like 60 grand a year doing that. And, one day I just decided, you know what, man, I fucking miss playing music, dude. Like, it's so, like, literally inked on me now, like, and I, long story short, I met these dudes and things started getting serious, man. We were banned for less than 6 months before a radio station picked us up. We were banned for 8 months, and then we have a #1 hit in Australia.
I mean,
what
like,
I mean,
what?
dude?
Like, that's amazing.
Like, and so, quitting Verizon, I quit prematurely. I can tell you that. I just, like, it got to a point, and like any musician out there, or anybody, even you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it gets to the point where you have to make a decision. You just have to fucking jump, man. And I made that jump, and luckily, I got a group of dudes who feel the exact same way I do, and, then #1 hit in Ireland. Our single right now, Haunted, is in 74 countries, over 30,000 streams in less than 3 months. Like, and so it's just kind of a no-brainer just to tour, hit the road, and just go as hard and fast as we can, man.
Fuck yeah,
No regrets, dude.
Fuck yeah. Cheers to that, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get another round. Mm-hmm. Once again, what, Corner Tap?
Corner Tap, Rock Falls, Illinois. Come see Heather. Heather is incredible.
Heather will take care of you.
Yeah. She actually saved our ass this first leg of tours. So we have a bus. First day tour, bus broke down. We're going to Iowa. Had to cancel the show. So I'm pissed off. What do? I'm going to come to the Corner Tap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Heather's like, dude, we got a bus for $200 you can have. Dude, they took me out to go look at it. It ain't pretty, but dude, that motherfucker runs, dude. So we've been touring around and literally 100% saved the tour.
No shit.
Saved the tour, yeah.
So how's the experience been in ire compared to your previous bands?
Gosh,
Has there been a definite 180 with the vibe, or has it strangely been the same workflow is keeping you strong?
I would say every band that I was in previously was a stepping stone to where I'm at today. Honestly, so like I'm working harder at it. Like, it's nonstop. This is all I do every single day is push and network. And being in the different bands, you're learning more skill. And so literally it's just every band is a stepping stone. If a band ends, well, there's 1,000 other guitarists out there who want to play drums, or who want to fucking jam. So yeah, literally stepping stone, dude.
So how has your band grown since it first started up? How many members have come and gone?
So we've gone through 4 members. And the iteration that we have now, Jake Mooney on lead vocals, who's, oh my god, have you heard him yet?
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
he
a
fucking
powerhouse.
he's got a whale behind him, man. It's fucking insane. He's got pipes. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, and on top of that, dude, he is like the definition of a frontman. JT is another new guy on bass, and not saying anything bad about our previous bassist because he was phenomenal. But what JT's doing different is just really hitting that low end to get it crunchy. Native and myself, I mean, it's just been working, dude. Like a motherfucker. So
You guys should see the smile on his face right now.
yeah, dude, it's just been through hell and back. We've too many people have an off switch,
Yeah.
We're like, oh, this is hard, not enough people are getting it. Well, that's exactly why everybody else who's successful has stepped over you. because okay, well, you're gonna give up. We're just gonna push twice as hard.
Right.
You know.
Do you see bands out on the circuit where you can just kind of tell you're like, oh man, you guys are having issues?
Yeah.
That's a rough go.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
them.
100%, man.
Yeah.
And like when you go to a festival or you go to a show, you'll never see it. You go backstage, and all of a sudden you hear, "I'm so fucking pissed off at you," and like blah blah blah. So fuck that shit, man.
No shit.
Yeah, 100%. We don't. Yeah.
Well, so far, what's your best bit of advice to anyone who's like, shit, man, let's get out of the garage, let's actually go do it? What's something you can tell them from your experience you've acquired?
2 things. Number 1, you just gotta do it. There ain't no such thing as a perfect show. You know what I mean? If you get off your show, you just gotta do it, man, or push for it. And the second thing, and honestly, one of the most important things is network.
Yeah.
100%. Don't be that band who's just going to show up for your set and leave. You have to be that band who's going to stand in front of the stage, and you have to be that band who's out talking to every single person. Don't hang out together. You're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Go meet people. That's how you make fans.
We're gonna cut right quick because we're gonna go grab a smoke break.
Yes, and whiskey.
Yep, and whiskey. We'll be right back, folks. All right, we are back. Brandon, cheers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you folks enjoy the break? Sure you did. Looking back on everything I learned from this person in my development, it's very tough to pick a single lesson. I'm not gonna lie, because you were dropping little tidbits of knowledge along the way. What is something that you've learned from another act out on the road that made it for you when you needed it the most?
Oh, dude, easy. It was with, actually, when I did a little bit of show, so there's 2, one good and one bad, right? And I won't name drop the bad, but I will name drop the good, and that's Static, Wayne Static,
Yeah.
Static X, yeah. Dude, I was lucky enough to have a couple beers with the dude, man, you know, and basically, man, everything he was about was all performance, stage performance. Up on stage, he's bah, 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 you know, super angry. You get him alone, you get him out of that element, and he's just, honestly, like you and I having a conversation. And to him, it was all about performance and how you present yourself out there, and then realizing that that's not 100% who you are. That's who you are, but you're also you know, and be able to flip that switch, so to speak. And the other one was a band who, again, I will not say their name, but they taught me exactly how to not treat your fans.
Yeah.
100%, dude.
Has that been something you've had to adjust to, or since the start, once somebody would come up to you after a show, were you down to say hi and meet them?
Oh, we're 100% always down to say hi. Am I ever going to get used to it? No, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, like we just had a guy we were just in Tennessee, gave us his firefighter's helmet.
Really?
Yeah. Told us how much our music meant to him, blah, 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 blah. We took a picture. We actually ended up bringing him up on stage to hang out. But, you know, if I ever got used to that, then I need to take a break from playing.
Yeah.
Hands down, dude.
Now, how's it been juggling family life, man? Because since we were young men in high school and hee ha ha catching each other on fire and whatnot, you now have 2 little ones.
Yeah, wife and 2 kids, man. It's that I'm still getting used to as well. You know, when I'm home, I miss the road, and when I'm on the road, I miss home, dude. And that's. I think that's something that's never ever going to change either. You know.
Still though, good on you, man, for finding a partner who understands, who gets it, who's your biggest fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
At the end of the day, she's your biggest fan as well as your best friend.
And they're the unsung heroes, dude. The band wives, the band kids, the band, you know, family. Oh, man. Dude, I don't even know if I could put up with my partner being gone for X amount of time, you know? I think I would, knowing now that I'm in the business. But, dude, 100%, they're the unsung heroes. 100%.
Shout out to the unsung heroes.
Yes, good for you, KCK.
She really is awesome, man. Mm-hmm. She really is awesome, and the kids are awesome as well. Like, Lil Man, he's hitting them drums. You gotta train it.
Goddamn right.
It's amazing. It's like watching like a baseball dad get the youngest baby in the family, his first little tykes, like wiffle ball bat and whatnot.
He's trying to hit, and he's good, but it's on him. That's what he want to do. Daddy, teach me this. All right, buddy. Here's how you do it.
That's one of my favorite things, man, because I see a lot of people's kids on Facebook and Instagram and all that shit, and there's a lot of fucking lame kids out there.
God.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude.
Right.
Like, I went to a barbecue, right? And the first thing I did was like spot out like some 8-year-old who I knew was just gonna be cooler than me. I was just like, look at this cocky little prick.
He's like, good for you, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bugged the shit out of me. I was like, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. But then I see Lil Man on there just fucking going to town on them drums, and I'm like, all right, yeah, that kid's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude. Teach him young, he'll be better than I am. 100%.
Oh, dude. To think at one point in time, I thought if you had a kid, it'd just be named Karma.
Dude. I'm tasting it, brother. Don't get it twisted. My daughter, she's given 2 years old. I was yelling at her, or not yelling, but I was speaking to her. And this was before I left for my last run. All she goes was, Daddy, shh. And I'm like,
she told you to shh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't know what to do, so I was like, okay. Everybody gets one.
It's weird, man, just how everyone is grown up. Like, I know it's silly to say that, but to stop and think about where we all thought we'd be.
Oh, 100%, dude.
When we were driving around in that little fucking T-Bird.
Oh, God, yeah.
Where did you think you would be in 10 years?
I had no idea, brother. Like even every year that we've hung out since, I moved and you moved, and every year we get together, yeah, Booker, I'm doing this. Yeah, bro, I'm doing this. It's like, it's a stairway of progression, and that's all I care. I want to see my boy succeed.
I do as well. Here we go. Let's get these questions going. You ready?
Got you.
Oh, it was loaded, but now it's not. But it's the beauty of magic, because I have to go back and listen to it anyways. So
right.
There's downtime.
We can switch it.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
So you're editing this, I imagine?
Totally. I go back and listen to it all, and then cut out the bullshit.
This is past Booker telling future Tyler, go fuck yourself.
Oh, I'm
Insert
a her?
middle finger.
I'm a her now?
I said future Tyler.
Do you know how difficult it is to quickly have to switch from, like, clicking my browser to hurry up and typing the thing
right.
because Pornhub's just that quick? It's
like,
insane.
No.
This is disgusting. Yep. We grew up in an era where you didn't have to worry about your phone showing what you look at.
Oh, dude. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? There was no 5-inch screen to be like, this is what you search, huh?
Exactly.
It's frightening.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember getting in trouble for having your phone out during school?
Yeah, well, Truesdale, like, this is back in the flip phone days, would make, like, that static sound in his class.
Yeah.
And he would be like, hands up, and whoever had their phone in their hand. Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm.
That's some sneaky shit, man. High school was fun. I hear so many people saying, like, oh, high school's bullshit. But, like, that shit was fucking... That was cool. It was okay. The food wasn't bad. Everyone needs to shut the fuck up.
The Crispitos every Friday.
Crispitos, they were delicious.
Dude.
You can't just get Crispitos in the world.
I've looked.
I've looked, yeah. I tried ordering them from Tyson or something, and nothing. I can't find Crispitos, bro. It's really starting to ruin my day.
Giving your computer age just so you can have free music with LimeWire.
Yeah. Downloading music, that was... man, there's so many things I miss about that era. Like, do you remember the time we showed your dad 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Oh my God.
But, like, do you genuinely remember the time showing your father 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Like how disgusted he was, dude. He was sitting there like, what? No.
He was and still is the strongest man I've ever stood in front of. I'd like to think that. Your dad's like Mr. Incredible. He's got the build of Mr. Incredible. But I watched him heave because this woman was and at first he was like, boys, why are you watching this? And folks, if you've never seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup, I mean, you're doing yourself a disservice not seeing this. Just I think it's still a website.
We're like, Dad, give it a minute, man. You just gotta watch.
At the same time, though, it's nothing compared to what the internet gave us past that. Like, oh my God,
Like
that was
what became acceptable.
Jesus,
Like,
dude.
It's fucking weird, man.
It's fucking strange.
Weird.
I'm so thankful that I still have a few friends that will send me, like, literally email me, like, here, check this out. Like,
Dude, best thing I ever seen was the Yarmulke video.
The Yarmulke video?
Oh yeah. When
What
this
the
is
fuck?
done, I'll show you.
You're gonna show me the Yarmulke video?
Yeah, you're not ready, dude.
Oh God.
I've yet to see something top it.
Now I've seen films that can top YouTube flicks I've seen, or like live leaks. But the most I ever came across, I knew this one dude who was like, the day I met him and was hanging out at his place, he decided I should show you a decapitation video. Like that was, and I was just like, what are we watching? He was like, hey dude, check this out. And he's like, that's funny, right? And I was like, oh.
That dude just died.
But he was my ride home, and it was a very strange part of Chicago. And so I had to play it off and be like, yeah, that's something weird. He was like, wait for it. Wait for the gargle. And then like 3-4 seconds after, it's like, oh,
dude.
He's like, it gets me every time. And I was like, Jesus.
How? Never piss off this guy.
Shit that our grandparents never had to deal with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, there's weird shit in this world, man. Like, I was watching this thing the other day, and there's people who have, like, a bar where you get a balloon, and it's filled with alcohol air, and you just, you breathe it in like helium.
Smoke weed? What, you smoking beer,
No,
bro?
you don't, no. You're smoking beer. It's literally
Smoking
like
beer.
Yeah, it's literally like, this is a craft brewed air. I swear to God, it's a real thing. Dude.
Imported from France on the East District.
Yeah, and then they fill up a balloon, and then they hand it to you, and then you go, oh, it's good.
What a time to be alive, man.
Yeah.
The fact that you can smoke beer.
It's dumb, dude. That's not gonna work. That's just gonna put stuff in your lungs. That's just like a heavy
I
chemical.
want beer in my stomach.
Yeah, the beer's for your
Whiskey.
stomach, not for your fucking lungs.
Unacceptable.
But at the same time, there's really cool shit. Like, we've been talking about getting a bicycle that also washes your clothes. It's a B or a WMB, washing machine bike.
Oh, I dig it.
Yeah,
You
so
sit
it's
there and,
literally an
like,
elliptical.
spin cycle,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you just load it up with the water. And the only reason I have to do that is because, dude, I live on a fucking 3rd floor walk up. You have like 3 stairs up to your house.
Yeah, man, fuck that.
You have a yard, homie. I'm so jealous of that. Like, you have like a patio, right? You have like a deck and
I
stuff.
got a pretty big deck.
You got a pretty big deck?
Chicks love big decks.
I hope to God you have an apron that says some kind of funny slogan. What's your dad apron? Do you have a dad apron?
I do not have a dad apron.
How do you not have a dad apron?
Dude, I
You're on
just...
the road too much, man. You gotta take some
Yep.
shows off. Sorry, Houston. Or
We are going to Houston, too,
Yeah.
dude.
We're gonna call off. That's about mid-July, right? It is playing. All right. Quick question, man. Would you rather swim 300 meters through shit or dead bodies? Oh, be careful. That's a dark path.
Give me the shit.
You really want the shit?
Just because, depending how long... There's a lot of variables here.
Can I pick the color of the shit?
You can.
Deal.
Just because I know if... I mean, eventually those bodies are gonna, like... You know, pop.
Yeah.
Not today, Satan. Give me the shit.
I want to go like a good caramel.
A good caramel.
A good caramel
like
color
a good
shit.
That's very healthy.
Like no. This is that kind of shit that's detached.
Oh.
That's just like an amoeba.
I'm still taking it. It's gonna be easier to swim through.
Really, that's a lot of it
I
though.
feel like I can get through faster.
You can't swim in a puddle. I'm just saying. Think
can't
about how
swim
much
past
shit
an
there
arm.
is.
I'm gonna have to,
I
like,
can understand
move the
brown
arm.
like heavy dog shit, but you really want to go?
Yeah, give me the shit, dude.
Wow.
Give me the shit.
You went to boot camp. You really did. I thought
Yep.
you were just fucking gonna hang out at a Motel 8
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
dude, I
live
wish
off
I
the
did.
land.
I wish I did.
Come back and be like, I did it.
Here I am now.
All right, cool. You really did it. All right. If you were reborn in a new life, would you rather be alive in the past or the future?
Ooh.
Be careful with that one. That might be scarier than the shit.
Can I pick the era of the past?
Oh, yeah, I don't have the creativity power to fucking decide where I'm going to put you. Because if I was going to put you anywhere, I was going to put you in, like, Samurai Japan and be like, good luck, white boy.
Deal with it. Oh shit. You
Yeah.
know what? I would just fucking Tom Cruise it and be the last samurai. That's my answer.
Really?
Yep.
That's what you want to do now?
That's my answer.
I'm in. That's another thing I admire about you, man. You pick an option and you go with it. You just go with it. Would you rather have no turkey at Thanksgiving or no beer at the 4th of July?
Turkey, because beer's a fucking staple.
Would you rather be free or totally safe?
Ooh, give me free.
Yeah?
Give me free. We wouldn't have a childhood if we were totally safe.
I think,
dude.
a lot of people are like, oh, the government's out to get us and blah-da-da. But you know what? I think we're fairly safe and we're free.
We're doing fine.
I think freedom is a great choice.
Yeah, dude, we're doing fine. Everybody, I'm not going to get into it, but...
Brandon, for the rest of your life. And this isn't just for you, this is for the band.
Okay.
You're gonna say
I'm speaking
for
on behalf of
Silent.ire.
everybody.
Hashtag Silent.ire, at Silent.ire, fucking Facebook, Twitter, your mom. Just get a hold of her and she'll tell you at Silent.ire. Right. Hashtag it. Isn't there a thing if you say it 30 times, it's just dedicated
It's
to
just
memory?
there. Yeah.
I won't
like-
do it, but maybe
like
in edit,
Beetlejuice,
I'll
dude.
take that and 30 it out. Okay. Would you rather eat shit that tasted like chocolate or eat chocolate that tasted like shit? It might help you in the first question.
If I'm already swimming through it, right, I might as well just eat my way through if it's going to taste like chocolate.
Now, what if you already swam through it and you're like, that wasn't bad, and you acquired a taste for shit?
Hey, man, at least I'm not a cannibal. Fuck it.
So which one would you rather eat? Shit that tastes like chocolate or chocolate that tastes like shit? I'm trying to build a fucking empire here, Brandon. We're trying to get... It's going to be huge in Australia, bro, I promise.
Dude, give me... I'm trying to think how I'm going to eat my Reeses, because I love Reeses. The peanut butter mass is shit. Or I got pure chocolate whenever I want. Hey, you got to take a shit? Come here, bro.
But there has to be... What a thing to do on tour, though. What a fucking party trick. Like, I can eat any shit because it tastes like chocolate to me. You'll make more money in Vegas eating shit like on the sidewalk than
$500 right now. I'll do it.
if you were the shit-eating drummer. Like that. That'd be so cool.
For the sake of the band, I'll take the chocolate tasting like shit.
That's fair. That's so fair. All right. This is a very important question because you're older now. How old are you now? Look at him. He's
I'm
reading
29.
emails. He's reading emails. He's not
29.
even focusing on the pod.
29.
29? Really?
29, yep.
God, we're old.
I know.
We're so old.
Unacceptable.
We're going to listen to this when we're 35 and be like, listen to those children.
Back when I was a young lad.
Back when our knees weren't as rickety.
Sitting in the same spot.
Do you feel the effects of drumming? Like, does it fucking hurt the next day?
Man, I'm a really good stretcher.
Yeah?
I'm a really good stretcher.
Really take
man.
your time with it.
Yep, every morning and then an hour before the show. Well, not an hour, I'm lying to myself. Like, half an hour before the show, I'm backstage stretching. No matter what.
Would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or from the neck down? 10 years, man.
10 years, okay.
I remember what we looked like in high school 10 years ago.
I'm the same with the beard. We both are.
Yeah, we grew
And
facial hair
longer hair.
finally. Do you remember how much it sucked not having facial hair?
Dude, I remember when we first
genuinely,
got the first things of facial hair. You had the mustache, I had the sideburns.
I had the mustache because I'm kind of Mexican. That's the only reason.
Yeah, and then Eskimo or something.
I also only had half my pubes. It was strange. It was strange. All the hair grew to the top.
God, give me... Fuck it, dude. Give me the body. The way I see it. Little Booker's gonna work 10 years more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to. He has to.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you... Now I tell you.
Tell you this.
Tell you this. I worked in a fucking Mediterranean spot for a minute, dude.
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
this is a bunch of shit and crap.
Yeah, I go to a lot of 7-Elevens, man. I get caught up. Talking bodega at you. I was on a cruise, okay? And
Love boat.
have I told you what happened to Jess's grandfather on a cruise?
No.
When we were talking about would you rather look older or younger, head or body?
Right.
You guys were there.
You were there.
It was about a minute ago. We were on a cruise for Carnival, okay? This was my first time with my wife's family, like, on a vacation. First time meeting them, we went on a cruise for 7 days.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was like, rom-com as fuck.
Right.
Like, a lot of goofy shit happened. We took 15 people. I can't say we. They took, like maybe 11 people on a cruise, and some of it was their first cruise ever. But Jess's parents are like veteran cruisers. They have like gold card status, like platinum.
Geez,
it's dope. No, it's not OG.
So they were Rose.
That's what they do.
And
Yeah,
Jack and Rose situation.
Yeah, totally. Now, the thing is on the first night of this cruise, okay, I just meet the families and everything. I'm so glad I get to tell you the story, dude. I've been holding this for so long. First night of the cruise, we go to this big banquet room, and it's kind of like a theater. It probably seats maybe 2,000 people. Like, it's pretty big. And they're doing the newlywed show, okay? So it's like, hey, everybody on the cruise, welcome to Carnival Magic. La, da, da, da. Like, we're going to be on this high seas for 7 days. You excited? And then, like, this whole crowd be like, ah, right? Jess's grandparents got nominated because they were on their 60th wedding anniversary cruise.
Holy hell,
60th
man.
wedding anniversary, right? And while we were there, they went on the newlywed show, and it was them, this young, like, couple in their 20s, and then people who had just got married. Okay, so it was the newly dating, the married, and then the married for fuck ever. And while this is happening, they ask a question of like, would you rather have be bigger or smaller on your partner? Or like, what would you rather have bigger on your partner, right? And I fucked it up. I'll edit it. What would you rather have smaller on your partner? And he ended up saying, her grandfather ended up saying in front of like fucking 2,000 people that he thought his wife would say his penis should be smaller.
No.
He thought his wife would say his penis. And she actually was like, I think his hugs are too big, so I want his hugs to be smaller because I'm this little lady and he's this big old man. And he just jumped for it. It was like my dick. Dropped it on the table.
6 years old. He's like, here,
dude. No, like 80. They got together when he was like 20.
God.
Yeah, they're in their 80s.
Yeah, man, that shit don't happen.
But here's
often.
the thing. Nobody on the boat knew that moment would be captured and played at 8 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. on the boat television channel.
No way.
They replayed the newlywed for the whole week. So, like, day 4 of trying to get to know this woman who I will eventually marry, and at some point on this cruise ask for, like, her hand. Because it's rom-com as fuck, dude. We're out on this cruise in the middle of the ocean. And sure enough, everyone is coming up to us in the line, and they're like, it's Big Dick Bill! What's up? Make room for his cock, it's huge! It's just like, oh my god.
And he was probably like, fuck yeah.
Dude, he was just strutting with one fucking cane.
Like, don't even worry about it.
It was disgusting. It was fucking hilarious.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, man. It was nuts. Someone at our little like wedding get together in Louisville actually signed our card, Big Dick Bill. And
perfect.
Yeah, so we have that forever. So yeah, I
don't know if I'm taking this off topic, but I have to ask. You remember staying the night over at my dad's house. And I was with somebody who I will not name on here. But you were just, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. I was having sex on the couch in the middle of my dad's living room. Okay?
Why do you have to give location? We were just at a house.
Because it was so funny.
I want your dad to
because
hear
it's
this.
so funny. Dad ain't gonna listen.
Yeah, he ain't gonna listen. He ain't got that kind of time.
And Tyler here, I don't know where the fuck he finds it, but he finds a Spider-Man.
Like a carnival Spider-Man, like something
Yes.
you fucking popped a balloon with a dart to get.
I'm in the middle of having sex in my living room, which is my fault because I had my 2 boys over.
Yeah, you had people over. It's not like I fucking broke into your house with a Spider-Man fucking carnival game toy and just fucking decide I was watching from the windows and I was like, yeah, let me get in on this. But you had people over.
Dude,
I was 15, man.
I literally remember looking over at Caleb and Caleb going, no. And then there's Tyler.
Thank you. You just proved my point. There was other people in the room when I left it.
I gave no
You
shit.
had the confidence to be like, I'm just gonna bang one out real quick in front of my boy, and then get pissed when my other boy, who just left the room, comes back in.
Dude, you're staring at the foot of the couch and you're like, Booker, where'd you get this Spider-Man, bro?
It was new to the environment. I lived at your house. I fucking lived at your house, dude. You have to understand.
Dude, it was
in the
so
sitcom of your life, I was the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio of your fucking, what was it? Step by Step or Seventh Heaven or some shit.
You were the
Growing Pains. It was
Yes.
Growing Pains.
Perfect.
I was the Sean to your Corey for a while, man, and it was fine. I had a house. I had a family who loved me, but for like 2-3 years, I was just gone. They're like, I guess Tyler moved out.
It was a weird time,
And
man.
then I'd appear and like be cocky. And I'd be like, yeah, I've been out on the street. Dad, give me the keys to the car. Let me go move it from the garage to the driveway. He's like, why? I'm like, I'm used to doing it, man. Let me do shit I know.
I could do this.
You guys want me to make you a sandwich out of 2 small pancakes, a sausage patty, and some leftover scrambled?
Because I can do that.
I got real good at it.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, it was... Dude, living at your house was like a fucking made-for-TV movie.
Yeah.
In my life, looking back at it, it was fucking hilarious, dude. I remember having, like, the typical shit, like There's people who are so good at nostalgia posts. Like, I saw a post that was just 2 groups of kids in the 90s. Someone's parents snapped a picture of them playing video games against each other on 2 TVs and like having little tournaments and shit with like Nintendo 64 and like PlayStation and Xbox. Dude, when Xbox got wireless controllers, that changed the fucking game. That changed everything in our lives, because then like there was battery bitches.
Yep.
There was people who are like, no, you do not get a rechargeable. You know better. Your controller will go slightly slower. You know your rank. And it was fun, man. Like, you have no idea, dude. I didn't have older siblings, and I know you didn't either.
Right.
So, but you also never had little brothers.
No.
So it was kind of neat being, like, a little bit younger than you at a time where you thought you were hot shit.
Exactly.
Not to say you don't now, but you really thought you were hot
Dude,
shit.
I was too, man. Like,
It was cool, dude. I admired your confidence.
that's what it's about, baby.
I'll never forget that one night when we went out to the car and somebody put lipstick on your window.
Dude.
And they made stick figures. They made stick figures fucking. And I remember you're like, who did this to my car? And I was like, hey, why am I getting fucked? You were so concerned. You were like, that's not the point. And I was like, it is to me.
I'm the one getting fucked by you here, man.
Dude.
And it was Caleb. I knew then it was Caleb, and Caleb admitted to me not long ago that it was him.
Was it?
Him in Texas, yep.
Oh man, we thought it was totally someone else. When we went down the road,
We thought
and
it was
fucked with
Logan.
them. Yeah, we thought it was him. That's
Shout out to
funny.
Logan, we're sorry.
Still to this day, and I know it doesn't involve either of us, but I don't know if I've ever gotten to tell you this story. I didn't see, but I heard the best fucking prank that I think has ever happened in this town.
Ooh.
And you had already gone to soccer or some shit. You were out. But it was the most magical thing I ever heard. So these guys were driving around, okay? And they knew that they were coming up to this guy's house that they'd fuck with, okay? And we did that all the time.
Right.
We knew where people lived, so we would just walk in people's houses. Like, we B&E'd so casually.
Like, hello, we're here now.
Not even. We wouldn't even make a present. We would just kick our shoes off. You know how scared I'd be in present day if someone just started kicking their shoes off and running through this place? I'd be fucking scared to death. Anyways, they were driving around. And the guy didn't know what to fucking do to this person. So he got out of the car, he went on his porch, and he took a shit. and he wiped his ass with the boxers, and he put him on the porch, and he left. That's all he did. Because they didn't have eggs, they didn't have forks, they didn't have fucking markers to write in the cars or anything. And that changed the game, too.
God, yeah.
Could you imagine if people in the fucking 40s or the 50s had writing markers where they could just go by and tag?
Dude, the whole dick drawing phenomenon would have started a lot earlier than what it did,
Right. I'm
man.
surprised it took so long.
Exactly.
It's because everyone used to have to pass notes. We didn't have texting growing up, man. We had to pass notes.
It's like, hey, man, press
Your
C three
kids
times.
have such a fucking amazing advantage in life.
Oh.
Like, when I was working at a Radio Shack like fucking 4 or 5 years ago.
Shack.
Yeah, that's why I said 4 or 5 years ago. Anyways, I saw a child in a fucking, that's what I'm saying, to date it back as well. Like, it was a minute ago. I saw a fucking kid with an iPad type in what they wanted to see. The kid can't read. The kid barely can write. But it knew to hit these specific fucking keys, right? To type it in, clicked on the video they wanted, and then fucking skipped the ad and watched it. And I was like,
and you know what?
What?
Those motherfuckers know how to pass through fucking messages too. Swipe up.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll get my phone back and all of a sudden there's 10 messages. Like, hey, 3 of these were important. Like, what are you doing, man?
I don't know that life, man.
Well, one day.
It's got to be interesting. Like, there's so many. I was thinking about it when you were like, "Hey, swing by." Fucking, there's so many things, chokeable hazards in my apartment. Like, to where if somebody told me right now, since I'm away from it, "Hey, we just let a baby go in your house," I would be nervous.
You know what, man?
I'd be like, "Oh."
You would be as a new parent, but as they get older and you have number 2, they gotta learn somehow. And that's my philosophy.
They gotta learn somehow?
Yep.
So, like, you were super...
I'm not saying I'm purposely letting them choke.
You were super, like, watchative over the first
100%,
one. Like, you were
100%.
like...
Ian at 2 years old, I raised him a lot stricter than what Cora is now. 2 years old.
I know his name. I don't know why I keep saying kiddo.
And that's why, like, the first kid always has it rough, because you're more like, I haven't done this before, and I don't know what I'm doing. And the second one's like, fuck it, man. You want to run around on the couch like that? Figure it out.
Right.
Because you're going down, and you're going down hard.
What's the funniest thing that kids do that still make you laugh?
Cuss.
Cuss?
Oh, it's awful, but I think it's funny. And you're going to appreciate this. I was taking Ian to school a couple months ago, and he was babbling on about something. I'm like, hey, Buster, just sit down and buckle up. His response was, Dad, you son of a bitch. And I'm like, oh, you're part of the family. Like,
You're part of the family. That's amazing. Okay, this is a real exploitative question.
Okay.
Would you rather have 3 kids and no money, or no kids and $3 million?
Give me the 3 mil, baby. I can adopt.
Yeah?
I can adopt.
So if there's any fucking wealthy, fucking hostile-like people out there,
Right. Daddy's looking
you got
for 3 mil.
3 mil? I hope that never happens. I'm gonna go back and take out the location of the bar. Would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the most intelligent?
Ooh. Funniest.
Yeah.
The most intelligent one is normally an asshole.
What is the funniest thing you've seen on tour?
Oh, JT scaling a hotel. We got super trashed in Kentucky.
I fucking love that video. That was in Kentucky? What part of Kentucky?
Louisville.
Louisville.
I don't care. We were
Yes,
there.
I lived there for a year. What part? What part of
minute.
Louisville? Don't just point. That's over yonder.
One of the sides. Man.
Yeah. What was the show? Do you remember?
We're making our way up. We had a day off. I think we were making our way up to Tennessee. And we ended up getting like super fucked.
Can I get one more?
No.
Thank you.
Heather says no. Dude, we ended up getting super fucked. And I was like, dude, you gotta do this. And he delivered like the best line in the world. He looks in the camera. Me too, please. He looks in the camera and he's like, game over, baby. Dude, it was so funny. It's on our street team page. Like, that's the shit that we can't post on the normal one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so funny. That was hilarious.
What's been one of your personal favorite moments? Was it, just being with the band, riding around, going to the next gig? Has it been, a certain performance that just stands out to you?
Honestly, it was when a guy named Jarrett down in Tennessee gave us his firefighter's helmet.
Oh, it was the firefighter moment?
Yo, 100%, man. There's, as of now, there's nothing to me. We're going to go out there and we're going to do our thing. We're always going to meet fans. We're always going to have those conversations, build those relationships. But that was the first time, I think, where somebody actually went out of their way and be like, hey, what you guys do means so much to me. Here's my fucking firefighter's helmet.
Damn, that is a big moment, man.
Yeah. I didn't know how to accept it. And I was like, damn.
And thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
What was the strangest thing that a fan's done while you were playing? What's the weirdest thing you've seen in the crowd?
Oh, dude. God, that's a good one.
Yeah, over the time. It doesn't even have to be with, the stint you're on now.
I think the weirdest thing I've seen was a guy who anticipated on being in the mosh pit wore thong sandals.
Oh, no.
Dude.
Oh, no.
And it was just it's a common sense thing. And I love this guy dearly to this day because I ended up becoming friends with him. But he looks down and is like, dude, I can't wait to mosh. Bro, you're in fucking sandals. The end of the show, I kid you not, 2 toenails ripped off. I'm like, you know what? That's on you, dude.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's on
And that hurts.
Yo, it's like a son of a bitch, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like common sense. Figured it out.
All right, this one's a good one. Would you rather have Wi-Fi wherever you go or have free coffee wherever you want?
Coffee.
Yeah? Big
Give me
coffee
the
drinker?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
I cannot start
your day without
coffee.
your coffee, huh?
Yep.
No shit.
Yep. I'm tired on the road. Coffee. Give me coffee. Fuck Wi-Fi. I have unlimited data.
Are you one of those people who put hazelnut or French vanilla?
I could give a shit.
Yeah.
I just need coffee.
We used to drive around all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember going on coffee runs pretty early.
Yep.
But also, I remember when you used to work at the gas station before
hell
you
yeah,
were the
dude.
drummer.
Hell yeah.
And honestly, in my adult life, since that time left, hang out a lot with people in gas stations. And I think it's because at an early age, as quick as I could get out of the house, I would literally leave my house and go help stock a gas station with
Exactly. Do you get free cappuccino out of it? Forget about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
You only had that job so you could get free coffee.
Exactly.
Looking back. You fucking sneaky motherfucker.
It's called smart.
Ooh. Would you rather have an extra 2 hands or an extra 2 feet?
Ooh. Gosh. Being a drummer, give me the 2 extra feet. The beats that I could do with 2 extra, fucking phenomenal.
Hands down.
Oh, dude, hands down, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Is drumming more feet than hands?
Depends on the type you are.
Because I was gonna say, doesn't hands give you more cymbal / toms and shit and snare?
Yeah. My 2 biggest, literally, this is a perfect example. Mike Wengren and Vinnie Paul. Mike Wengren's travel work.
You've met Mike.
Yeah, I have.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Awesome dude.
It's because you almost died going to see his fucking concert.
Also true. But yeah, man.
Also true.
His fucking tom work and how he hits, but Vinnie Paul's legs, I met him too. How his beats were with the bass band. Ooh. So it's so 50-50, I don't know. But I would say legs, just because I'm a metalhead.
Where do you see Silent.ire going over the next 10 years? What's your projection? What are you personally hoping for, and what would you be happy with?
I would be happy with an increase every single year. So kind of at the exact rate that we're going now, it's a very methodical, slow and steady, trite and true. We're not buying our way up. You know what I mean? So if for the next 10 years we continue to do what we've been doing, fuck it.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I'm not greedy.
I love to fucking see your drive with this, man. There's a lot of people in this world who want to do something and they don't, or they do it and they keep it to themselves. Like, I'm very not only impressed, but I'm very happy to see you're doing well, man. I have to say that because
I was just doing it, you know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's very. Cheers, man. It's weird being back. I haven't been here in a minute, and for some of the people who still live here, like, there's people doing big stuff. You know what I mean? It's not.
Right.
It's not like you're in a smaller town and that's just where you live. But for some people that have been fucking making good money and they're kicking it and they're having a great time. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people in the city who live comfortably and people who struggle. I know a lot of people in small town life who live comfortably and who struggle.
Right.
You know, it's not really that far off. But one thing that's definitely changed since I used to roam these streets is I hung out with my little brother last night, okay? And I have two brothers, one who's going to be a sophomore and one who's going to be a senior, okay? I have an older brother, but I got a younger older brother, you know what I mean? And they're hanging out, and I was watching like 5 modern seniors hang out, right?
Oh.
And I was like, what is this world like? And first off, I'm so glad we didn't have smartphones. Like, for the longest time, you had this weird military-grade fucking flip phone.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nextel.
Ever. Nextel.
Hell yeah, dude. You pissed me off. That thing's a weapon.
That thing was insane. You can't chuck it like you used to with these phones. But they're all addicted to their phone. And worse off, for some reason, every time they come within like fucking 10 feet of each other, they all grab their dick.
Ew.
They just grab their junk. And
like
if
their
there's
own?
yeah, they
Okay.
just cup themselves. And if you're within like fucking if there's 3 to 5 of them, 2 of them are gonna take their shirt off. It's the weirdest fucking thing. So after kicking it with them for like 2 days, I remembered why. Because I remembered being their age. And people used to get hit in the nuts at that age.
Oh, God, yeah.
And like till this day, dude, I will walk past my wife who's reaching for something on the coffee table and I'll think she's gonna fucking hit me in the dick.
So you better not.
You better not.
Don't
touch it. Don't touch it. And I feel like the reason I have that fear is, once again, takes me all the way back to that day in that fucking locker room. Knowing that I was around people who, if I'm not paying attention, they're going to hit me in the dick.
Oh, 100%, dude.
There was one time I went to the nurse because I was like, Caleb hit me in the dick so hard. She was like, what? And I was like, you got a cream or something? Like, do you have like a Tylenol? And she was like, I can't do anything. And I was like, if I get hit in the nuts, can I just come here and like fucking wheeze? Can I just wheeze? I can't do this in the hallway anymore.
Just put like Benadryl burn cream on it or something.
Yeah, I just gotta fucking take care of the wound. So once again, my friend, cheers to many years of friendship.
Absolutely, man.
Hopefully one day they cheers the same. Let's give some dates, man. You got your phone? You got your dates memorized?
Oh, God, no, but I do have my phone.
Let's get the dates knocked out.
That's maps. That's not what I need. Pulling up the dates. All right. So first leg just ended. We're gonna kick it off again June 22nd in Clinton, Iowa. July 26th over in Iowa City. And then the 27th, we're gonna be in Kansas City, Missouri. 28th, Kansas. August 1st, Texas. And we're adding more on as we go. We have 3 more dates that I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to bore you guys. But silent.ire.music. Check it out. You're going to see all of our dates and announcements up on that.
Cool. You guys, is that basically like your home website that you put all your stuff
dude.
off of?
Yeah, we have a Twitter, but I fucking hate Twitter.
Dude, I hate Twitter as well. We actually have a thing on the show called Fuck Twitter, and we just don't even fucking talk about it.
Dude, it fucking
it's
sucks.
terrible.
Like, don't follow our Twitter. We're not going to put anything on it. Instagram and Facebook, 100% though.
Cool, and we'll link those in the bottom. Brandon.
Sweet.
Dude.
Good hanging, brother.
Fucking love you, man. Alright. And that's it.
Brandon, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you to the Corner Tap. Thank you to everybody who helped us make this weekend possible with me being back in town. Thank you for the rides. Thank you for the hangs. Thank you for the beer. Thank you for, just thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a friend and a confidant. Also, thanks for being the older brother I never had, my friend. I always wondered what it would be like to have an older sibling, but at last I was cursed being the oldest. And so are you, my friend. And somehow, I got the older brother I always wanted, and I like to think you got the pain in the ass little brother you never needed. Folks, you guys can check out the band at Silent.ire, Silent.ire. You can find them on Bandcamp, www.silentire.bandcamp.com. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram, silent.ire. Their tour, the Resurgence Tour 2019, is kicking ass all across this country. They're going to be in Wisconsin. They're going to be in Iowa City. They're going to be in, what else, Missouri, I believe. Or was it Kansas? There's too many fucking dates to keep track of. But you can find out all their dates and find out when they're coming near you guys soon. Give them a chance to fucking melt your face, because honestly, that's all they do. They wake up, eat their Wheaties, they all practice a little bit, and then they get on stage and they melt fucking faces. Folks, you can find us on all social media pages, fucking Facebook. I'm sure MySpace is deactivated by now, but it might still be up there. We're also on Instagram. You know us. Fuck Twitter. We don't mess with it. You can follow us on Pornhub at HIGHANDHELLO. I just think that's the easiest way to market. You know what I mean? Past that, Silent.ire, all social medias. I'm Tyler Booker. Thank you once again. Good night. Good day. Farewell. Vida Seat. I don't know if that last part is right. I just learned it from this song. All right, guys. Bye. See you next week.
Señorita, llama a la policía. Bebida o tequila, loco de alegría. Oh, señorita, policía, wunderbar.
Take it or leave it.